Welcome back to Sky News coverage of the budget of 2016, and the standout announcement was the Chancellor announcing a levy on companies that produce sugary fizzy drinks. Something we weren't expecting, took us all by surprise. Something, of course, that a certain celebrity chef has been campaigning for many years. He needs no introduction. He is, of course, Jamie Oliver. There he is, just outside the Houses of Parliament. So, well, and salute to you. You welcomed this, as I was saying there, but did it come as a surprise to you?
Yep, 100%. I have to be honest, designing a campaign, creating a documentary to tell the story about the logic behind, why sugary sweetened drinks, the single largest source of sugar in our kids' and teenagers' diet, was due a tax, and why we should back it up. I mean, the word tax is not something that people see for good, but this is a tax for good. To be honest, I never thought I'd get it, ever. It was always the logic behind it, and it was always the story. And I knew that even that alone would shift the industry. But I think today, surprisingly and fascinatingly, we've seen Mr. Osborne come out with a bold, brave tax that's fair. It's got 2 years. It's in 2 bands, so it's really pushing reformulation. And it's about protecting our kids. I'm shocked, but in all the right ways. I'm humbled, actually.
Well, how much did, all your knowledge of it and the banding and all the complications in it, how much do you think of that helped the Chancellor to design the announcement? How much contact have you had?
Well, we've been talking with the government on and off for the last half a year. But, I mean, we don't have total access. We're really the only thing I can offer. I mean, I have no right to be there, but we do dig deep, we do research hard. We've travelled around the world to try and tell this story, from Mexico that put their own tax in and have seen the positivity, 1 billion pesos brought in, and drop off of consumption coming in. So, we've tried to put all the evidence and information from us, but also a whole group of other NGOs in front of Mr. Osborne and Mr. Cameron. We knew the childhood obesity strategy is the real thing that's going to shift the dial on child health. But the hard thing, and the clangor that no one ever wanted to agree on or talk about, was the sugary drinks tax, regardless of the logic and regardless of the long list of institutions of care from all over health that have supported it. So for me, we haven't had the strategy yet. It's due out in June, July, I believe. But this is bold and brave, so it just makes me very excited. Because, look, ultimately, it's about stop the talking, stop the bad news, let's fix it. And today, we're talking about over £500 million going in to primary schools around Britain, to teachers, to encourage sport, breakfast clubs. So, yeah, I'm shocked.
Can't sniff it out, can we? No. But genuinely, Jamie, you say how surprised you were. People are saying, well, what a coincidence. You just happened to be passing by Westminster then as this budget was delivered, and it is creating good headlines for the Chancellor. I mean, genuinely, you just happened to be around, did you?
Well, I was writing near Borough Market. My office is sort of a mile and a half that way on Old Street Roundabout, and I thought I'd drive past and do an update on my Facebook. And look, going live on Facebook now, within 10 seconds we had 35,000 people listening. I thought this was an appropriate background. I was going to walk off, and then I got grabbed by Bloomberg, but it was a fluke. It wasn't planned. My office my battery on my phone's run out because they're telling me off because they don't want me here doing this because I've got no one around me. But I'm happy. Look, this is a profound moment. This I believe will travel to Canada, Australia, all these weak. We want to get prime ministers. We want them to grow some balls and start doing stuff that actually affects child health. I think today's profound. It's about getting your hands around big business. And caring like a parent, not a politician. So
yeah. But also as a parent, Jamie, I mean, do you feel, there are a lot of other, if we're just talking about drinks, there are a lot of other ways that children in particular ingest huge amounts of sugar. And I'm thinking of milkshakes and fruit juices in particular. Would you like to see this extended to them?
I think we could have gone into milk. I've been so excited that I haven't been able to unpack it and really interrogate it. I think we should have any milk products with added sugar should have been in the same bundle, in my opinion. I think, you know, fruit juices with added sugar as well, but I believe they actually are in the band. Regular fruit juice, I mean, look, they can be high in sugar, but I think it's not empty calories. You know, you've got wonderful nutrients and vitamins in there. So I think milk is the only thing that could have been bundled in. There must be a logic for that. I haven't had the time to unpack that yet.
Well, listen, thank you very much indeed for unpacking what you could, Jamie. Very good talking to you, and hope you get to answer all those calls on your phone as well. Jamie Oliver there we are, the fist bump there for victory, well, partial victory anyway, in Jamie's campaign for a sugar tax. And